Hey everybody! Sorry I'm a little late on this. I was trying to find my stencil. So, fix some sounds. Okay. Get some things done. Alright. So I've got my Crocus Mandala up, and I know there's not going to be a lot of people able to watch because it's Sunday morning. And okay. Get started. This is the main event. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention this. You're going to need some orange and yellows, white, purple, and green. And this is like a really light yellow green. It's called celery shoot from Deco Art. But I'm just kind of mixed my purples until I got those shades I wanted. And let's see, I've got orange. I mixed an orange yellow. And I mixed a yellow orange and a lighter yellow orange and a yellow orange yellow, yellow orange, yellow, white. So you'll need some yellows and some oranges too. I forgot to mention that. So I've got 3 different shades of green in the leaves. I haven't done any kind of top dotting on the leaves, and I'm thinking about doing it. Maybe putting some metallics on it. I don't know yet. Good morning, Jerry Lynn. How are you doing today? Okay, so I'm going to do this on a black background. Let's see, we can be informal. It's not a class. So, just going over the colors I'm going to use. I'm going to put my stencil on here. I found these, probably Chinese. Are they? Yeah. Yeah, Chinese pencils. They're water erasable, which means they're basically watercolor pencils, dressmaking pencils. So, and they're working pretty good, and they were a lot cheaper than the refills on the sew line. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on my stenciling. Get my I have to see if I can find. I was looking everywhere for this stencil. I'm like throwing things around trying to find it, and it was right in front of my face, literally. I just happened to get a couple of kid-free hours. Well, I've actually got the house to myself for now. Cuddy may come home soon. If he does, you hear dogs barking. Oh, how fun. You have a lot of different artistic skills, Jerry. I'm like, the best I can do is dot art. That's the only one that doesn't really hurt my hand. Unless I'm holding a mug, and then I just go nuts. It hurts so bad. You do? Your mom was a talented artist too? Okay, yep. Let's see, one of the things I like to do is kind of fill these in a little bit. I get this itty bitty teeny tiny window for comments for me to watch. So if I miss your comments, that is why. And if I use my iPad, all the comments disappear and they don't stay up, which sucks. Oh, that's awesome. I'm trying to help my grandchildren with stuff like that. But they don't want to be taught, really. They just want to do their own thing, so just let them do their own thing. Oh, there's some of it. No. I'm trying to find the pinks. I mean, this is kind of literally a last minute thing. Of course, everything disappears when I need it. Okay, I got my purples. Have them mixed up. Let's see, some of the yellow, celery. No. This happens to me every time. I was working on one project, and my daughter runs and goes, "Hey, we're going out. We won't be back for a few hours." Sweet. So I've got everything set up for a different project. Of course, I forget where I put anything. So I lost my mom when I was very young, so I didn't get a chance to learn from her. Nobody else in the family was really crafty. I've taught myself how to crochet, even though I can't do that anymore because of my arm. All right. Okay. And I know I have an orange somewhere. There we go. Got it all. My luck, my paints are starting to thicken. I'm probably going to need... Hey, Gabby. Welcome from Oklahoma, USA. Let's see. Where's my stir? I know I'm like so out of it right now because it's such a last minute deal. I can't find anything as usual. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that'll be okay. All right. I'll wipe my tool off. Oh, that's awful. Both of them? At the same time, you know, within a... My mom had lupus. Back in 1976, they really didn't have any treatment for it. And even now, they can't really cure it. Let's see. So I like using the DIY Mandala tool number 16 usually for my... Let's see, where'd it go? 14. For my center. Did I find it? Yeah, I've got to change glasses. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Something like that happened to my aunt. Her mother died. My grandmother died of breast cancer. And like a year or two later, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I had to have to get treatment for it. Okay. She really didn't. I was only 14 when that happened. She really didn't talk to me that much. I had no idea what was happening at the time. I didn't know she was sick. It feels like sometimes my family didn't really trust me enough to, at my age. I thought maybe I was just too naive or something to understand what was going on. But at 14, it was time to learn. Yeah, and right after my mom died, my uncle, her half brother, started getting a little weird, and then when my grandma died, he just disappeared off the face of the earth. Nobody's seen him. Okay, that is a bright orange, and now I'm going to use kind of an orange yellowish color that I mixed. See, and I use Christina Lee's tools exclusively, and I like the number 5 small tool to do the first draw. Probably gotta pull this out to make sure I'm doing it right. And put the actual picture in front of me so I know what I'm doing. Huh? North, south, east, west is what I do. I make these little dots. Do those lines on there. So now it's not so hard to see where to put my dots. Christina, these tools, yes, they are amazing. Okay, this one's a little off. Oops. She said she's going to go ahead and order more. She has another order put in to get more, even though this manufacturer is kind of crap. But I'm glad she did. I mean, they're $15, but they're worth every penny. What happens when I don't have very much in here anymore. Kind of a peachy color, really. I'm trying to make a skin tint, and then I was done with it. Oh, yeah. She doesn't ship to Canada anymore, so yeah, it'll be a good idea to get her some. Okay, dotting in the valleys with the large ball on number 5. Oh, these are a little bigger than my original, but I don't care. It'll work out. Oh, do you? No, so I don't think I'm going to order those cards because they're just really expensive, and the shipping. She's really not making any money off of them. Okay, now I'm going to use regular yellow. Let's see if we can get a little bit thick. That'd probably be because I put a little gloss in it. This is a matte paint. Matte paints don't hold up very well as far as dotting goes. Okay, just a little bit of flow medium. That's really loud. Where's my chopstick? Of course, I lose everything. There it is. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to use a chopstick to set this up. So too thick. Oh, that would be cool. I mean, if she did a digital version of it, You could just look at it online. Charge about 20 bucks for it. Oh, I think that might be right. Maybe. That was good. Okay. And then she wouldn't have to pay for a manufacturer. I'm sure some people are going to want them to hold on to. Okay, I'm going to use the number 2 large ball. Too big. I'm going too fast. I need to slow down. It's been a few days since I painted this. Okay, have a good day. That would be so fun to play with glass blowing and stuff, glass making. But I don't think I could handle the heat. It gets so hot. Checking out my comments real quick. Okay. I was going too fast. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So, now I want white. No, I haven't slowed down. I'm very, very nervous for some reason. I'm almost having a panic attack, Mary. So my dotting is like, it's having an impact on my skills, my technique. Mix up my white. Yeah. I like to just make sure the consistency is, so it's just kind of dripping off. And it's not holding a peak in there. Oh, as far as the project goes, oh, I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just am. I'm a nervous person, and that's just all there is to it. It runs in the family. Pretty much everybody has severe anxiety. When my grandma, we called her a worrywart. I need to take a couple breaths and let myself get into the meditation portion, right? Just the whole point of doing dot mandalas is for the meditation, isn't it? Yeah, so everybody has it. Everybody. Breathe in and out. I think lives still make me a little nervous, though. This is a lot bigger than the other one. Maybe I'll be able to fill it out to all the way to the ends. Okay. Now, originally, I drew lines. I'll be coming in handy. Okay, our petals are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, those are going to be our petals. I'm going to start here. Or down here, actually. Poke. Okay. This one is a Pro Needle Clay Tool. I got it on Amazon. I took a nail file to it to try to blend it a little bit because they're really freaking sharp. I use this as a micro dotter. I managed to get 4 of them for $7 in the same pack. So when I lose this, I'll have more. I try to keep them hidden from my grandson because he'll probably stab himself with it. That would be just like Logan. Okay, done with the orange for now. Okay, one of the things I did for here is I'm going to start, that makes a good pointer tool. I'm going to start here and start drawing out my swishes here with the dark purple. Every other one. And then I'm going to do light purple next to it and go around again. And then another dark purple and then a light purple all the way around. And when it dries, we put some white in there to give it the, kind of actually make it look like a flower more than just a mandala. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. And they work okay. They're just really sharp and you really do need to file it down just a hair. Do you have Christina's tools? Because her number 3 flat edge works pretty good too. And not all of them do. Let's see. I did this with these, what I call the hamster barbell. But, I don't know. I'll try one, see how I do on it. Yeah, I use the number 3 flat edge if you need it. It works really good on swishes. Okay, the big thing about swishes, your paint needs to be a tad bit thinner. I can't do it. Then it goes for your dots. Swishers need just a little more paint. There we go. Get these stirred up really good. I'm already covered in paint. Time for a new paper towel. Okay. I'm going to make an attempt with the hamster barbell. I'm not very good with these yet, but I know I've seen videos of people using me to make monster-sized swishes with them. And I'm just like obsessed with it. I've been practicing, but I'm not doing very good. This needs about 4 to 5 layers of paint to get it that far down. Let's see if I can do it. If not, we'll just go back to the regular way. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to take my flat tool and kind of smooth that out. But it's the right consistency. I don't like them very well. But the whole point was to not need to... I think it just needs some practice with it. Okay. Make sure I skip one. They always look so funny when you first put them down, don't they? If you don't have time to watch, or you want to watch this later and follow along, you can watch it. I'll leave it up. And I'm doing this. I did this at the request of Christina Lee, Meditation AU. To come up with some ideas. What did I do with it? I just had it. Sometimes I have to switch so I don't get my hand dragged along in the paint. She had a few themes to do she wanted us to work with. So one of them was the crocus flower. And I love planting flowers. That's with, dot art techniques. I wonder if I tried it the other way, if I could do it without dipping my hand in it. Okay. Go the opposite direction. You have to make more paint. Okay, let's see if I can do it. I don't know how those people do it all in one freaking swish. We just do one line. If you don't have the hamster barbell, don't worry. You can draw your line with your flat tool. Then we're going to put another color right next to it. So if your ends are not perfect, it won't matter. Plus we're going to put a whole bunch of white on it. I wonder if I can't add a picture, but there we go. That looks pretty good. You can just take practice to get to use these right. That's a lot of paint. This is gessoed lavender, by the way. Okay. And I've got a really, really, really big bottle of it. Because I was using it for a background color on a 24-inch by 36-inch canvas. Okay, I'm going to have to make a little more paint. Pour a little more in here. Now, let's see. Put a little of that in there. It's a little clumpy. I have to stir it up. Add a little bit of flow medium to it. This is what I'm using. It's like a lavender. You probably should I say Americana lavender. Okay, let's start stirring that up because it looked a little clumpy. Yeah, that's pretty good consistency. That looks like it's just right. Right out of the bottle. So all these paints do tend to get a little thick when they sit for even for a couple of hours. And you have to mix them up really good again, or you add a little bit of fluid medium to get them to the right consistency. Or flow medium, I should say. That was pretty good. I'm a little bit bad right here. Put a little paint on the flat end. Okay. Well, a lot of that won't show up. It's like some really big long fishes. Okay, well, I may not talk very much for a little while because I'm going to focus on what I'm doing. All right, so you guys just enjoy watching, and I'll mention once in a while if I change tools. Oh, I'm tempted to use this. It's a really pretty color. Oops. And now I'm switching to my light mix. I'm going to use the same tool I used. I'm just going to go down a little lower. And it's basically going to be A lot of air bubbles in there. Whoops. No, I probably should do them that way. Possibly, yeah, I'll do that and just, well, you're not really going to be able to see it either because of the way the white comes down there. But it's good practice. I probably wouldn't even use these if I was going to do a perfect point, though. I just realized I forgot to share it to the group. Okay, switching back to the darker purple, and I'm going to use the smaller end. There you go. just keep practicing, Tracy. The one thing that I learned is you do every other. So you do the other round, and then when you do the dot in the valley, do every other one. And then when you go back, you can make sure it's centered between them. But it'll work out eventually. You'll get it. Just keep practicing. Now, see, this isn't the prettiest I've ever done. Neither was the original. And, I made it, this one's coming out a lot bigger than the original, too. But, I'm trying to think of what to say. Man, I've lost my train of thought. Just keep practicing. Okay, I'm going to switch to white now. No, so I was saying this isn't perfect, but as you can see, we're going to go over this with white. So it looks like it looks like the original flower that I saw, or very close to it. So yeah, I'm going to do the number 1 tool, the big ball, because I have that much space in there. And I'm just going to dot down the center. Thank you, Mary. Just a little bit right there. I screwed it up. To the top of that. This is even with the light purple. If you need to use a smaller tool, just find one that fits. You don't have to use the big barbell tools that I use. You can just draw your switches the way you normally do. So, a lot of people don't like it when their swishes like this overlap. Mine are, but that's because I'm adding the white to it. Okay. Yeah, go get stuff done, Mary. You can watch it later. I'm supposed to be doing dishes. But the dishes can wait because there's no kids in my house right now. And I'm taking advantage of it. Okay, hopefully that's dry enough. I'm going to kind of draw out where I want my white dots to go to make the petal rounder. And then I'm going to walk the dots with the white. Man, I got so much crap to clean up. Okay. Well, that doesn't look right. I'm just giving myself some guidelines to follow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me get my tools together. Find out which ones I need. That's 12, 10, 6, and 8. Okay. Now I'm going to do the walk the dots with bigger tools. What did I do with my 12? Okay, I think I'm going to start with the number 12. Let's hope I can do this right. So if anybody's ever done this before, I'm sure some of you have. But instead of using a metal tool to walk the dots, you use your silicone or rubber tools, whatever they're made out of. Make sure I got plenty of paint on this. Then just change sizes, go down a couple of sizes, one size, whatever it works. There we go. That was number 12. Then we go down to number 10. I'll do 2 dots on each side of that one. And if you want to make these nice and puffy, add 2 or 3 layers. Or more. But I think I'm going to top dot these with like a pearl or something. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. Well, that one was terrible. Okay. Do one. And now we're going to go down to the 8. I'm going to stir this paint up a little bit. It feels like it's getting a little thick. The chopstick is working pretty good. One of the free ones I got at the restaurant. Oh, that definitely needs a little bit of... low medium. It was getting really, really thick. So I couldn't lay down any dots. Yeah, much better. Okay, now I'm dropping down to the number 4 tool, I think. No, number 6. Ha! My bad. Okay. Now time for number 4. And this may or may not close it up. If it doesn't, you can always add another one. Twelve, 10, 8, 6. Here we go. Oh, I'm a mess. All right. So I'm gonna take the number 5 tool, my favorite tool, from Christina Lee. Okay, make sure that's clean. Okay, I'm gonna take the big ball tool and my dark purple. I'm gonna rock dots right there at the bottom of each tool, of each bigger dot. Just to give it a little shading. Because I can't do the white today. It's gonna have to dry out quite a bit. So I'll finish that on Thursday afternoon. And the leaves. Let's see if I have time to do the leaves today. Okay. And that was the number 5 small tool with the dark green. Let's see, let's add. I'm gonna use the I'm going to use the number 2 small ball with the light purple. Okay, just kind of. A bit more. Just putting it right in between those purple dots. Walking the dot down. Where I can get it. It's not perfect by any means, but everything I do is perfectly imperfect. You don't have to use the same size tool as I did. You can adjust it. You can make the center with much smaller dots. You can do the swishes with tinier dots, tinier tools, and just make a lot more of them. You can make it even bigger if you want to. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop there today because I want it to dry so I don't mess it up. And then Thursday we'll do the petals and the interior. And maybe add some more to this because it's kind of spaced out. And maybe even put on some metallics or something. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You all have a great day, and I hope you stay warm or stay cool, whichever one works for you. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.